Hello guys, today I will tell you how I lost more than 10 kilograms to make weight for my first fight. So if you want to have tips and tricks to cut weight fast, here it comes. I had to cut 10 kilos fast. I underlined had to because it means I had a clear goal with a deadline, with consequences if I wouldn't make it. If I wouldn't make weight, I could not have start the fight. Then all the training would be for nothing. All the effort that I put in would be for nothing. So I understand you want to lose weight, but it's not for a weigh-in for a fight. But what helps is set a clear goal with a deadline, with a date. Then I want to be, for example, 70 kilograms, 75 kilograms, or 80 kilograms, depending on what your starting point is. And visualize how you will look at that weight. For example, you have a holiday, the holidays are coming up. Maybe you're going on the 1st of August, you're going to travel to Asia, for example. Then make the 1st of August your goal. You want to look good on holiday, or maybe you are attending a festival this summer, or maybe your wedding and you want to fit in your suit. There's a set date and you want to have a certain weight on a certain date. Then you have a clear goal. This is key, it gives you focus. If you don't really feel like there are consequences, maybe you make a bet with a friend. You say, if I don't weigh this amount on that date, I'll give you 100 euros, for example, or I'll take you out for dinner and I pay for you. Then you have really consequences and you will be more motivated. For this, I started at 80.6, as you can see in my videos that I made in the beginning of this year. And I ended, so I weighed in at 69.2 on the morning of the fight. It would be better if I weighed 70 kilos round or 69.9. But I didn't want to take a risk, to be too heavy. So I was really cautious to make weight, I didn't want to feel the stress of, is it enough, is it not enough? So how I started the deficit is by walking 10k steps or sometimes 12k steps a day. The thing about walking is it doesn't give you stress, So you can do it every day and you can do it more than just one time a day. You can do running more than one time a day. That would be a bit heavy on your nervous system, on your joints, but walking, and very important, it doesn't increase your appetite. So that is really a key when you want to lose weight. I was still lifting and I was focusing on retaining strength, even getting a little stronger. And what is also a very important tool, a very good tool, is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting means that you have a window to eat and that you have a window where you don't eat. Of course, you already have a window that you don't eat because you are sleeping at night, then you're not eating. So let's say you're sleeping 8 hours a night and then you prolong that fast of 8 hours with another 4 or 5 hours. So maybe you wake up at 6 and you start eating at 11, or you wake up at 7 and you have breakfast at 12. And what you can do in the morning to make it easy is just drink some sparkling water. This gives you volume in your stomach, because in the morning your body thinks, oh, I'm hungry, but you're actually not hungry. You're thirsty, so you have to drink. And if you do sparkling water, that makes gas and that makes your stomach full. So that's really, really good tip. And also you can drink black coffee, or if you like it, maybe some white monster, because black coffee and this white monster, they don't have calories. So that counts as if you're still fasting. You can drink tea, for example, or maybe you can add some non-sugary lemonade to your sparkling water for flavor if you don't like the taste of it. All these drinks are 0 calories. And what this does is it gives you a clear mind, because when you have breakfast, carbs first thing in the morning, it's hard for your brain to concentrate. And if you're fasted, it's very, very easy to concentrate. And the caffeine that you're drinking with the black coffee, you feel it. You want to work. You enjoy going for a walk because you're really clear in the head. You can really enjoy it. And then, of course, a daily caloric deficit. That's what makes you lose weight. So in order to do this, you have to track what you eat. I would recommend eating the same meals every day. If you eat different things, even if the calories are the same, this is doing a lot with your water weight from your body. And if you eat the same meals every day, it's really easy to track. And you don't have to think about it. You can relax about your diet, about your cutting weight. Don't be like, oh, I have to have variation in my diet. Blah, blah, blah. If you want to eat healthy, just eat healthy meals, but it don't have to be different every day. Use mixed vegetables, for example, and you still have your variation. Just eat it every day the same. Then with every kilogram that you lose, you have to adjust your calories. So for example, you are eating the same meals, But instead of 100 grams of rice, white rice with your dinner, you do 80 grams. And then you lose another kilogram, and then you move from 80 grams to 60 grams. So you're still eating the same stuff, but the portion is shrinking. You don't have to remove one food, but you can reduce the portion size. Same with maybe chocolate for dessert that you have, or ice cream bars, like a Magnum. Maybe at first you had 2 at night, and then you have 1, and then you have but a small one. And then in the last phase, maybe none. The big components you keep the same, so your body can use to it, you can relax into dropping the weight. And in the later phases, I started doing a lot of air bike sessions. This is actually for conditioning, really important for boxing, but also burns a lot of calories. I actually would recommend walking, but I had to do it in the boxing sessions, and this burns a lot of calories, but you could just do your walking and your lifting, of course, because if you want to lose weight, you want to lose fat. You don't want to lose muscle. No. If you're losing weight and only losing muscle and not losing fat, you will only look worse. So that's why you don't have to stop lifting when you're losing weight. Then the final weeks, it's a bit different. Yeah, you can use the same tactics if you want to. If you have one weight that you strive for, or maybe one photo shoot, or maybe a festival or holiday that you want to look really good at. So what I did is cut out carbs and sodium to shed water weight. I switched to easy to digest foods, light foods, chicken, vegetables, eggs, maybe some rice cakes with honey. And with all the training, you hold a lot of water in your muscle, so they have to relax to drop the water. So what I did is daily hot baths with magnesium salt, so I could relax. Now I was training at a higher frequency, so no more walking, and I was focusing on recovery. This was really important in this stage. Because of the high frequency, your muscles get a lot of stress, and stress is actually the enemy if you want to have a certain weight, if you want to drop weight, because stress is cortisol. And cortisol will make your body hold water weight. You have to be relaxed to lose your weight. If you're stressed, you want to eat because you want to feel better, and you think food is going to make you feel better. That's why I also recommend walking instead of doing crazy cardio every day. Yeah, the last week felt just like a tunnel. It was just training, and then recovering, then training again, and then recovering again, sleeping, eating, training, recovering, training, sleeping, and that for 1 or 2 weeks. And I was just sleeping like a baby in these weeks, because you train so much. And it was heavy, but it also felt good because there was really focus, and also I was seeing result because of this. Every day I would be lighter, so that's also really important, I think, to experience momentum. In the beginning it's hard to diet, to lose weight, but when you're going to see the first results on the scale, you want to have it the day after as well, and the day after that. You get momentum, you want to be better. And then the weigh-in was, I wanted to make sure that I was on weight, so maybe I cut a little too much the last few days. I didn't really dare to eat in the evening before, because when you are too heavy, then you can't fight. So I was really light the morning before the weigh-in, and that was actually nice, so I could drink something. I was weighing in on the scale at home, and it was really low, so I could drink. And then at the weigh-in at the event, I was still really light, so I could have had breakfast or eat a little bit more in the evening, but you don't know it. You don't know the scale, how it works at the event. In hindsight, I could have eaten more, but it's okay. I made weight, and then what was really important, because you have lost all your water weight, all the carbs are out of your system, you don't have that much energy. So now I had to carb load and water load. So I ate white bread, honey, bananas. I added creatine, and I added electrolytes, so salt, to make sure that everything I was drinking would stay in my body and wouldn't be flushed away immediately. The carbs just went to the right places, to the muscle. And when I was eating for like 2 hours, I really felt the energy come back. Your body really appreciates carbs when you cut it out and then re-enter it to your diet. It just feels almost euphoric, your body feels, finally I have some food, I have some energy, and I felt my power come back, so that was a good thing. If you watch the first round of the fight, you can see all that energy like an explosion. Very good, I would say, but unfortunately I gassed out, I think, in the last round also in the first and the second one, but in the third round I was really really empty of energy, I think. So for the next fight, maybe I don't have to do a weight cut as extreme as this one, and really important to have better conditioning. And yeah, if I am even better in shape, then I don't have to do this big water cut, but I already have the weight because I shed fat. That's better, I would say. Those are the lessons for me for the next time, but I think with those tools I gave you in this video, it should be really easy to cut weight. If you want my help to coach you to make some weight, to lose 5 kilograms, to lose 10 kilograms, or even lose 20 kilograms, I all did it myself before. So if you want someone with experience, then yeah, then just click the link in the description. Yeah, we can work together. I really like helping you with it. That would be great. So don't hesitate to message me. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.